Hello and welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. Ah, yes, the new school year has started. Whether you're ready or not, it's time to go back to school. A new academic year means new beginnings, new friendships, and new challenges. The slate is clean and anything can happen. Come, we have another stimulating show, starting with the news.
All motorists, pedestrians, private and public operators, motorcyclists, it is important for us to drive defensively. Driving defensively saves lives, and we know that lives are most important to each and every one of us. It is important also to be trained and certified as a defensive driver, for it increases the likelihood that you'll prevent collisions on our roadways.
Good day, I'm Adrian Atkinson and this is your JIS News for Monday, September 4, 2023. The government is moving quickly to respond to the housing needs of the large number of workers flocking to the resort areas in search of the growing tourism-related opportunities. That assurance comes from the Minister of Tourism, Edmund Bartlett. He was speaking at a town hall meeting held at the Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay recently. Among 4,000 housing solutions being provided for tourism workers across the western side of Jamaica, Minister Bartlett points out that 800 units have already been provided in the Edmund Ridge area. Housing infrastructure have also been completed for 535 families in Grange Pen.
1,900 beneficiaries, and we bought 352 acres of greenfield land for 1,250 new houses to be built by the Housing Agency of Jamaica in that area. Also announced is Barrett Hall, 1,500 new units there. And already the Housing Trust is with Wiccan in doing 3,000 units in Estuary. Everybody remember Estuary? Of course, a number of you are here. And so with Barrett Hall, with Grange Pen, with Edmund Ridge, with Spot Valley, we will have the solutions.
The Tourism Enhancement Fund, TEF, has provided 50 state-of-the-art water tanks to farmers in Trelawney. The tanks, which include features for drip irrigation, were presented to the farmers on Saturday at the Ulster Spring football field in the parish. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett says it's part of government's long-term policy to bring more ordinary Jamaicans into the tourism value chain. The donation is expected to increase farmers' access to water and ultimately boost agricultural production in the parish. Minister Bartlett says it is particularly timely as Trelawney is poised to become a major tourist destination for the country.
At the moment, there is more construction going on for hotel rooms in Trelawney and more to come. Right now, 700 new rooms are about to be completed in Falmouth with Rio. We have another one, Harmony Cove, that is ready now to break ground shortly. At least 1,000 new rooms there.
He stresses that as these developments drive more visitors to the parish, that will increase the demand for local food production.
We want to make the cars, the trucks, the pickup, the van, yes, and the trailer move from South Trelawney down into Falmouth and into Duncan's Bay and into Montego Bay and all over the place, supplying the food that the hotels require and the tourists eat.
Residents of the Maroon Town Division in St. James have been given assurance that a number of roads in the area will be rehabilitated. Minister of Local Government and Community Development Desmond McKenzie gave that assurance as he toured the Malden, Flagstaff and Maroon Town parochial roadways in southern St. James recently. He told residents that a technical team from the ministry would work in tandem with the St. James Municipal Corporation to do the necessary assessment.
We're not going to be able to physically deal with all the roads at the same time, but we are committing a significant amount of funding from the ministry through the Equalization Fund.
The Equalization Fund was created in 1997 and is financed by 10% of the money collected from property taxes island-wide. All the 13 municipal corporations are allocated a percentage of the funds to carry out critical infrastructure work in their various divisions. The Universal Service Fund USF is providing training in coding for 100 Jamaicans under its 2023 Technology Advancement Program TAP 3 Residential Coding Course. TAP is an initiative of the USF, the Heart and Estate Trust, and Amber Academy. 300 trainees are being targeted in all, 100 in the residential program and 200 who will commute to the various training centres across the island.
The program will help them to solve problems. They will develop programmatic skills and attitudes appropriate for professional programming. The training will be delivered through a hybrid learning environment with theoretical concepts taught virtually for 6 months and practical projects developed online or face-to-face with trainers for the remaining 6 months.
All trainees will be paid a weekly wage of $10,600. $2,000 of that amount will be set aside for a cumulative savings account that the students will have access to upon completion of the program. Minister of Education and Youth, Favour Williams, has praised the program, which she says will position the graduates to help improve systems such as healthcare, agricultural techniques, and the entertainment industry.
At the Ministry of Education and Youth, we fully support HEART on this program. We are doing our part as well to ensure that children coming out of the education sector are at least aware and have some contact with coding in terms of the Coding in School program that we started.
The minister was speaking at the opening ceremony for the third cohort in the residential course. And finally, Minister of Education and Youth Favour Williams says the new school year, which began today, will see a transformation that will shape the future of education. The minister made the statement during her back-to-school message on Sunday. She says the ministry has been working on methods to improve the learning experience.
Over the last several weeks, we have met with different stakeholders to plan and develop strategies for the best outcomes. Our recent strategic planning sessions with leaders across the ministry and its agencies helped to focus on the important pillars of transformation.
She adds that teachers and principals play an important part in the education transformation and will be provided with the tools and resources they need to set the groundwork for students to grow and thrive.
We are creating an environment where innovation and creativity thrive, where learning extends beyond textbooks to encompass the world around you. The skills you gain today will shape the future of Jamaica. We're here to support you every step of the way.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
It's the start of another new school year, and we're also happy to be getting back to the business of teaching and learning. Aren't we, guys?
Yes, Minister.
And Aiden, what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, this year, I can't wait to see my friends.
And what about you, Ronald?
I'm excited to be doing CAPE this year, Minister, seeing as though this is my culminating year of my high school journey.
And Mr. Duncan, from where you sit, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking for the greater use of technology in our classroom and to work with teachers to bring out the best in our students.
And that's a key point, Mr. Duncan, working together. We're moving into the school year together, doing everything we can to collaborate more for better outcomes. As we gather here with students, teachers, and principals. I feel a sense of excitement about the incredible journey that lies ahead in our education sector. Our theme for this year is transforming, reforming, moving forward, which represents not just the start of a school year, but also signals the serious transformation that we expect will shape the future of education. We are at the threshold of an era where change is not merely a concept, but a living reality. Our dedication to revitalizing and invigorating the landscape remains steadfast. The Transformation in Education for National Development, TREND program, goes beyond being a series of policies. It embodies a shared vision for progress, a commitment to excellence, and an investment in the boundless potential of our students. As we stand on the threshold of a new school year, I am more confident than ever before that we are taking the right actions. Over the last several weeks, we have met with different stakeholders to plan and develop strategies for the best outcomes. Our recent strategic planning sessions with leaders across the ministry and its agencies helped to focus on the important pillars of transformation. We know that there may be some lingering unease about the number of teachers who have left the system, but I want to assure Jamaicans that there are enough high-quality teachers available to support the teaching and learning process at the highest standards. We are ready to empower our students for success in an ever-evolving world. Health and safety remain paramount. With renewed determination, we embark on this transformative path, embracing change and reform to shape a brighter future for our youth. Let us move forward together, equipping our students with the tools they need to excel and contribute meaningfully to society. To all our students, the education transformation journey is designed specifically for you. We are creating an environment where innovation and creativity thrive, where learning extends beyond textbooks to encompass the world around you. The skills you gain today will shape the future of Jamaica. We're here to support you every step of the way. Teachers and principals, you play a crucial role in this transformation. Your dedication is the foundation for a future for our students and the growth and prosperity of this nation. Our reforms acknowledge the difficulties you face and aim to equip you with the tools, resources, and opportunities that you truly deserve. Your passion ignites a love for learning in our students. We deeply appreciate it. Parents, your partnership on this journey is invaluable. Your involvement matters greatly, so we encourage you to stay engaged, communicate openly, and support your children's pursuits. Education stakeholders, school boards, your commitment is essential as we reshape the landscape. Your insights, collaboration, and tireless efforts are what drive our reforms forward. Our vision is ambitious. With your guidance, we can stay on track. As we move ahead, let us remember that transformation isn't always easy. It requires dedication, perseverance, and adaptability. There may be obstacles, but within those obstacles lie chances to innovate and develop. At the end of the day, we're working towards a Jamaica where education is trending, a transformed education system that can improve lives and create brighter futures for our children, for our people. Isn't that so, Wyoming?
That's right, Minister. We hope to maximize our potential. That's what transformation means to me.
And you, Principal Hepburn, what does transformation mean to you?
Honorable Minister, transformation refers to radical change, where there is parity, where there is opportunity for all of our students, where no child is left behind.
Absolutely. And that is why we're doing the things we're doing now, providing the support and creating an environment where transformation is taking place. Please join us on the transformation journey. As we start a new school year, let's all do our part to ensure our children can maximize their full potential.
We all know what traffic can be like when schools reopen. Cars and buses make their way through rush hour to get students and teachers to school on time. To ensure you get to your destination safely, here are some defensive driving tips to follow.
It was the third staging of the Grinnell's Driving School Defensive Driving Workshop held in June as part of Road Safety Month activities. The initiative continues to be endorsed by the government as part of its reinforcement strategy to change Jamaica's road safety culture.
The main purpose for our defensive driving workshop is to educate drivers so that we can see a steady and ultimately drastic reduction in the number of persons who die on our road. So the emphasis of the program is really show people how to drive without having crashes. And we did what is called the collision prevention formula, which is actually have three basic steps in there. The first step is the R, which is to recognize traffic hazards, and then the U to understand the defense. What am I going to do about the potential crash situation that is pending? And therefore, the final step is action, and that is to act correctly in time.
The managing director of Grinnell's Driving School says the feedback from the workshops has been very encouraging, and people are putting the techniques into practice.
Defensive driving is a tool, it's used across the globe to reduce crashes and save lives. If we continue this, I have no doubt that before long, Jamaica will be one of the top countries in terms of the less crashes and fatalities across the globe. But we have to bind to it.
The June staging of the defensive driving workshop included a roadshow expo.
Let us advocate for responsible driving from both private and public motorists. Embrace new technologies, obey the Road Traffic Act and regulations, and demand safer habits towards transportation. Together we can make a change and reduce fatalities.
In our first look at defensive driving, we explored some techniques motorists can adopt. Driving instructor at Grinnell's Driving School, Seth Grinnell, has a few more tips to share.
Now, if you have to change lanes, and I'll also add overtake, because sometimes to change the lane, you're on the other side of the road, right? Ask yourself, is it necessary? Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you're going to make the next left turn, and so you have changed lanes to come back to this lane to make a left turn. So is it necessary? Also, do you have the requisite speed? You can't go out there and you're slower than the vehicle you're trying to pass. Also ask yourself, why can't I wait? Like, why can't I wait? Once you start to do all of those lane changes, if you're not checking your mirrors properly, there are blind spots that are not going to come into play, especially if you're a right-hand side vehicle and you have to come back to the left. We have a lot of bicycle and motorcyclists that, they change the lanes similar to like how you change it, and you increase that chance that, the propensity to be involved in a collision. cell phones should not be used while driving. Driving is what I call a solo task. All our attention should be given to driving. So the social media, the vlogging should be done when you're in a stationary vehicle, not when you are driving. Also, I know people get distracted by real estate. You reach that age where you want to buy property. And so you're no longer looking at the road, but you're like, wow, that house color, and I wonder how much for the deposit. So I've seen these things. So a lot of things can distract you. And the list goes on. It is more for you to know that it's drive I'm on, one task, get to my destination safely, focus on the road. The road signage is a means to inform, educate, and to reduce the collisions. But if you don't know what the road sign is saying, if you disobey the road sign, then more than likely the effect will not be what you want it to be. All motorists, pedestrians, private and public operators, motorcyclists, it is important for us to drive defensively. Driving defensively saves lives, and we know that lives are most important to each and every one of us. It is important also to be trained and certified as a defensive driver, for it increases the likelihood that you'll prevent collisions on our roadways.
Jamaica is on its way to becoming the first country with a destination assurance policy. This will ensure that the tourism industry maintains high-quality experiences for visitors. Let's learn more about the policy in this feature.
Jamaica is a brand of euphoric excitement that pulsates from the roots of the island. It's the authentic zest of this vibrant experience that draws millions of visitors longing for a taste. It's why the Ministry of Tourism is exploring all possible options to ensure visitors have that safe, secure, and seamless experience. The Ministry of Tourism is on a mission to refine and solidify Jamaica's destination assurance policy through an island-wide consultation tour with stakeholders.
We recognize that tourism cannot happen without a whole constellation of players and partners and experiences.
There is no book that we can look in to find a destination assurance. So when we did the first concept paper, it was out of my head and my PS and our little team. And we literally gave the frame of it to our consultants, and we made afterwards a green paper, and the Cabinet of the Land approved it. And now we are looking to make a white paper that will make Jamaica the first country in the world to have a destination assurance policy.
Jamaica's Destination Assurance Framework and Strategy, DAFS, is a plan that will drive a sustainable shift in the tourism industry. The document will outline a comprehensive plan to safeguard the delivery of high-quality experiences for visitors. The strategy will focus on providing standards for enterprises by ensuring more businesses are licensed, development of a quality management system for businesses operating in the tourism space, protocol for Destination Assurance Council, who monitor the destinations and monitoring the compliance of Destination Assurance stakeholders. A Destination Assurance Council is being created to lend their expertise in areas such as healthcare, security, and the environment, elements essential to the delivery of a high-quality tourism product.
And therefore, what we are talking about with the Destination Assurance Councils is to set up a team of competent people who can ensure that these critical touch points, which enable a visitor to have a safe, secure, and seamless experience, is in place. Destination assurance is fully predicated on public order, and that the Ministry of Tourism and the tourism sector stands squarely behind the Ministry of National Security to secure and ensure public order in the public spaces of Jamaica.
Reducing visitor harassment, ensuring proper disposal of solid waste, and maintaining order in resort areas are top priorities of the policy. The feedback from tourism stakeholders throughout the public consultations will guide the inclusivity of the policy. Minister Bartlett will present the Destination Assurance Framework and Strategy as a white paper in Parliament for approval. Destination assurance will also be included in the broader tourism strategy and action plan for Jamaica. The ministry is developing the strategy in partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank (IDB) and stakeholders from various industries.
So destination assurance is about giving that confidence to the market that our promise cannot be second-guessed. That when you come to Jamaica, you will have a safe, secure, and seamless experience.
Thank you for being with us today on Jamaica Magazine. As our students head back to the classroom, remember, he who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Join us again tomorrow for another interesting journey. Of course, you can visit our new website at jis.gov.jm for more news you can use. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.